Okay, in this question here, we're looking to find the surface area of the following prism. Now, the prism consists of two main parts. Here is the cross-section, and here is the depth. And we can see that that's what creates the 3D volume. It's the cross-section here multiplied by the depth, which we've looked at earlier. In this one here, we're looking to find the surface area. Now, this prism here has 5 surfaces that we need to find the area of each. Now, I'm going to change the diagram slightly to illustrate those to you. I'll put a line down here and a line down here. In essence, I've created my cross-section of the back. I'm going to link this up here so the depth is clearly visible. So we can see we have a triangle at the front and we push the depth in here, and that brings us to the triangle at the back. So we've got one side here at the front, one side here at the back. That's 2, they're both triangles. The base is a rectangle. This right side here is a rectangle, and that left side is a rectangle. So we have 5 sides to work out the area of. The first thing I'm going to look at here is the front triangle. We need to find the area of that. Is that okay? Now that is, we know the perpendicular height, we know the base, so that means I can use the following formula. Half the base times the height will give me the area of this triangle. The base of this triangle is 7, so it's a half of 7 multiplied by the height, which is 6. And 7 times 6 is 42, and half of that, half of 42 is 21. And our units for this question are meters, so that means it will be 21 meters squared. First area done there. Let's do the second, which would be the back triangle area. So this is the second surface. And that back triangle is exactly the same as the front triangle. Therefore, their areas will be identical. So I can just copy down what we've already worked out. So the front and back triangles are both 21 meters squared. Let's look at the base. Now the base of this object is a rectangle. I'm going to copy it there a bit. And to find the area of a rectangle, it's length multiplied by width. And I know the length of this side, that's great, it's 7. And I know that side, the length of that is 8, therefore that would be 8 also. So I'm going to let, that would be my length of this bottom rectangle. And 7 would be the width, so 8 times 7 is 56 meters squared. So we now have the base worked out. I'm going to look at the right hand side here now. So the right hand side is a rectangle, again. And you can see from this rectangle here, the length is 9 and the width is 8. So length multiplied by width is 9 by 8, which is 72 meters squared. And the final we have to do is the left hand side, which again is another rectangle. And I can see the length of this rectangle is 8 and the width of this rectangle is 5, so it's going to be 8 multiplied by 5, which is 40 meters squared. So I've worked out the area of our 5 surfaces, and to work out the total surface area, I've got to add this with this, this with this. In other words, add up the 5 surfaces, and that will give us the total surface area. So it's going to be 21 plus 21 plus 56 plus 72 plus 40. So let's add those up. 21 plus 21 is 42. 56 plus 72 is 128, and we have our 40 here. 42 plus 128 is 170, I hope, and 170 plus 40 is 210, and then the final thing is we add our units on, which are meters squared. So the total surface area of this particular object here, which is a prism, and it's 5 sides, all add up to 210 meters squared. So the total surface area, 210 meters squared, and that's the question completed.